Dear students, in today's session we are learning the concept of continuous charge distribution. Okay, what is meaning of this continuous charge distribution? In all our previous classes, while studying the properties of electric charges or the Coulomb's law, we have considered very few number of charges. Okay, we have taken 1, 2 or 3 and 4 charges, but practically it is the distribution of charge is very large. There are large number of charges distributed over a metal wire or some surface or a volume. So for that, it is not possible to consider individual charges, or it is not possible to count every charge. So for that, we will neglect the quantization of charge and we consider something called charge distribution or charge densities. Okay, so here we have three types of charge densities. They are linear charge density, Next we have surface charge density, and we have volume charge density. Okay, so when we consider linear charge density, surface charge density or volume charge density, whenever our object is very long conductor, so let us consider a material which is having length much more compared to other two dimensions. In such cases, let us say it is having some charge like this. There are very large number of charges which are distributed on the surface of this wire. So let us consider a wire which is having positive charges like this. Okay, so when I have very large number of charges like this, so in this case, let us consider, I will consider certain volume of certain length of this. Okay, so that length I will call it as a dl. So let us say I consider very small segment of this wire. That segment is of A to B. So let dl is the length of A to B. Okay, and the charge present on the wire for the length of this segment AB, let that charge is dq. Is it clear? So instead of considering all the charges, I will consider very small part of that. Okay, so then I will consider what is charge present on that part. So that will define the linear charge density. The definition of linear charge density, that is denoted by lambda, it is the charge present. It is the charge present over given length of the wire. So it is charge per unit length. It is defined as charge per unit length of the material. Is it clear? So this is meaning of linear charge density. And the net charge is also given by this lambda into dl. If I know the value of linear charge density, I can easily calculate the value of charge and effect because of that charge. Is it clear? So they may ask one more question on definitions of this linear charge density or surface charge density and volume charge density. Okay, so next let us see what is surface charge density. So whenever consider we have very thin sheet like this. So when I have thin sheet like this, it is having significant length, it is also having a significant height. Okay, it is not like this linear material. So here, so we consider surface charge density when its two dimensions, length and height, are significantly large compared to thickness. Okay, you cannot neglect this length and height. In such cases, let us consider if this material is also having some charges, right? So there are very large number of charge present on this surface also. Okay, so then out of this charge, let me consider some area like this. Let us consider very small area. Let the surface area of that object is ds. Some people write it as dA also. That is also correct. Okay, let ds is a surface area of very small part of this total surface. Okay, then if I consider there are some charges on this. This material also has some charge. So let that charge present on this small surface area, let it be dq. Then the surface charge density, I can define it as it is the charge present per unit surface area. I write it as dq divided by ds. It is the charge present per unit surface area of a given surface. This is simple definition of surface charge density, and for this we use the symbol of sigma. Okay, so ಕೊಟ್ಟಂತ ಟೋಟಲ್ ಸರ್ಫೇಸ್ ಒಳಗಡೆ ನಾವು ಒಂದು ಸಣ್ಣ ಸರ್ಫೇಸ್ ತಗೋತೀನಿ, ಆ ಸರ್ಫೇಸ್ ಮೇಲೆ ಇರುವಂತ ಚಾರ್ಜ್ ಅನ್ನು ನಾನು dq ಅಂತ ಬರೀತೀನಿ. So the ratio of this dq and ds I call it as sigma. And what about the unit? What is unit of lambda? See here, the unit of dq ಏನಿದೆ, that is coulomb. The unit of length is meter. Okay, the unit of linear charge density, it is coulomb per meter, and the unit of this surface charge density, it is coulomb per meter square. Is it not? It is coulomb per meter square. Okay, then what about volume charge density? So let us consider some solid object like this. So let me have some volume like this. Okay, so out of this volume I will consider very small volume. So let me consider a cube of this volume. Yes, so let us consider this object is having some charges distributed over this, right? So the charge present over this volume, the charge present over so this volume, the charge because of this volume, let it be dq, and the volume I will represent it as very small volume, that is dv. Is it clear? So the charge present in this volume, so that I write it as dq. The volume charge density, that is denoted by rho. Rho, it is the charge present in the volume. It is charge present in the volume per unit volume of the object. And similar to these previous cases, the unit of this I write it as coulomb per meter cube. So these are simple definitions of linear charge density, surface charge density, and volume charge density. And these are the units of corresponding charge densities. Is it clear?